are patients with autism similar neurologically? Is there a neurological profile that just has a diverse range of symptoms, which I think is more like how ADHD is, or are they neurologically very diverse, which would make it even harder to treat?
Right. That's something that I think is still under investigation. One of the things that actually we're looking at right now and working with a company is it's a company that has several imaging devices and other devices that integrate with TMS, but in particular, this device, the functional near-infrared scanning device, it's a way of looking at functional imaging of the brain. And one of the things that they're looking at is there a certain type of pattern that we see more consistently? And they have started to see kind of a range of brain functioning that seems to be more consistent with autism spectrum. So that's something that can be helpful. Of course, you always, whenever you have a test like this, with something that's so complicated, as I alluded to earlier, you're always going to have false positives and false negatives, right?
Right.
But, the hope is that we can capture, we can start to have ways to even just image and be able to use that diagnostically. I mean, really the gold standard right now of diagnosing autism spectrum is a clinician-led interview of someone who really knows the criteria well. But a lot of times that in combination with that, it's, interviews with not only the person, the patient, but also with their family, and maybe, screeners that are filled out by a teacher, where different aspects of their life can be evaluated and kind of combined into one full assessment. So that's our best way of like actually diagnosing it. But it's not. I would argue that that's still kind of clumsy, because there's some challenges with that. If you have a clinician who's not very well trained, like me, they may not be as good at discerning, and applying, like, are these people that actually have the right criteria or not? Right. And we see nowadays there are probably a lot of people that are actually being misdiagnosed with autism spectrum.